Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boyz commentary.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sports City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing well. My name is Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boyz Commentary. This is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. So, how is everyone doing? Hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, and everything of that nature. Ryan Wine says, Simon, it's been a while. Work got me busy. First time I'll be watching your chats live, but now it's different. Thank you for participating. Really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, drop your questions, your comments in the chat, and we will get to it as soon as possible. So it's great that we can be able to know everything. So yeah, let me know. So yeah. Berto Herb and Healing says up. Hope you are doing well. Yep. Berto Herb and Healings up Simon. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And everybody is okay as well. Guys, if you haven't already, there's been some great videos that have been uploaded to the platform today in relation to Right backs in relation to updates as a Jamaican going to PSG, Caribbean Cup. So yeah, something we should really, really think about. So yeah, that's the situation right now. What happened to Alex Marshall? Alex Marshall should be returning to Harborview. That's basically the situation. Does anyone know their names? What names are you referring to? But as it relates to this left back list that I'm telling you about right now, who are the players that I would have part of my pool in the left back? Well, I'm going to give you those names who I would have in the left back pool for 2023. One of your ardent followers, this my general. Berta Urban Healings, enough respect, man. You should comment more in the chat, man. Give your viewpoints, ask your questions. Yeah, man. Get more engaged, you know? So, really, really appreciate it, man. So, the left back pool Damani Osei, Dimitri Mitchell, Lee Buchanan, Amari Bell, Dexter Limbikisa, Lloyd Kelly, Nathan Ferguson, Rico Henry, Tyreek Mitchell, and Greg Lee. Those are the 10 left backs that I would have part of my pool for Jamaica. How does your pool look? How does your pool react? So yeah. So that's how we are. Tell me how you feel. So yeah. Impact TV says, greetings, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well, Sir Mpec. How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing well, what's on everybody's mind for this evening? BB says, I think we need some more midfielders. Midfielders? Yeah, I think personally that defensive midfield, I think depth in that area would really, really help things. So that's something that we can look out for sure. That's something that we can really, really look towards. So yeah. So yeah. When will the under 17 pool revealed? Well, the final squad is at the end of the month, but the provisional list, I'm not sure if the provisional list will be made public, but if possible, we'll work on it. But the provisional list is not something that's going to be made public. But I can inquire, but I don't think the provisional list is going to be made public, but I'll do my checks and balances to see how things work out where that is concerned. But very, very good question. Very, very good question. So yeah, that is a lot of talent. It is a lot of talent, and the reality is that depth is going to be needed in every part of the field. Every single part of the field, depth is going to be needed. And like I said, when you bear in mind injuries, suspensions, and everything of that nature, that is something that has to be analyzed. That is something that needs to be spoken about, has to be really, really stressed because things can happen in football. And just in a blink of an eye, a player that you thought would have been available is not available. Live 11 already says, bless Simon, we need depth in every area. I agree. We certainly do. Gregory proved himself already. Lambekisa looked good against Liverpool recently. Yep, Lambekisa did look good. He did look good. But for me, Gregory is a part of the pool. But Lambekisa, for me, looks... Yeah, I do remember. The under-20 was. And CONCACAF specifically released it. But it should be when all teams have them in by this weekend in particular. So let us see who is willing to take Jamaica seriously and get documents submitted in order to be part of the pool. The players have to also grow at their clubs or get agents to get them on teams to play. And that's a very, very important point, Live Radio 11, because this is the situation, right? The situation is basically like this. The Gold Cup and the Nations League are ahead. If you're not playing football, do you deserve to be part of this pool? That's something for us to consider right there. If you're not playing, what prerequisite or what do you have that keeps you in the team? Is it reputation? So this is a time, a very, very crucial time, where it is imperative, extremely imperative, that the players get game time. So all the loan spells and everything of that nature, I applaud Jamal Lowe. I applaud Amal Knight. It's important because it's going to be a fight for the 23 that will be selected for the Gold Cup. So I have nothing against them. I have nothing against them at all. And personally, I think that this is something that has to be really, really, really stressed. It has to be. Has to be. Without this, it's difficult. So that's what we need to bear in mind. So that's what needs to happen. Yeah, that's where we are. All the names you call sound interesting. Well, those are the persons that I would have in my pool. Certainly, MPEC, I will repeat those names for sure. BB says, do you know the names of any players for CDM and goalkeeper positions? Certainly there's options out there, and I did a video as it relates to goalkeepers with the likes of True Grant, the likes of Lawrence Vigouroux, Kanaya Boyce Clark, that deserve to be, in my opinion, part of the frame for Jamaica in particular. So in terms of the left back list that you're referring to, MPEC, Damani Ose, who is supposed to be signing a professional club once he recovers from his injury, Demi Mitchell, Lee Buchanan, Amari Bell, Dexter Lembikisa, Lloyd Kelly, Nathan Ferguson, Rico Henry, Tarek Mitchell, and Greg Lee. So those are the persons. So yeah, though this coach will be bringing in a lot of players after the first year and a half. He'll see who is serious to represent the country. Players know preparation for World Cup qualifiers begin when the last one ends. Yeah, I'm not going to say expect 100 new players to make their debut for Jamaica between now and the qualifiers. Not at all. Not at all. The Argentina game and the Cameroon games, he would have said, okay, this player has done this for me, and this player has done that for me. I can take this from this person, and I can take that from that person. And this is something that I can learn about or this is something that can be enhanced. So he can pick, choose, and refuse at this point in time while beginning to look ahead at what lies ahead. So that's for us to consider. And something that we can bear in mind as well. You guys can let me know how you guys feel about that. But yeah, it's something that cannot be brushed aside at all. Cannot be brushed aside at all. What is going on? How did meeting go with coach? Says Cyan Hall. Live radio. So the thing is, there is an expectation. There is a big expectation. And when the game comes around for Mexico or the Gold Cup, it would not be fair to expect 15 to 20 new players. So the general core that we had in the last campaign, personally, I think it's something that we can look towards moving forward. And it's not something that we should brush aside or anything of that nature. It's something that we should really get behind. It's going to be a new system. It's going to be a teething stage at first in some instances. So for now, it requires patience. It requires confidence. And it's going to also require faith. Faith. So that's important from that standpoint. And that man on your screen, folks, is Dimitri Mitchell, formerly of Manchester United. Demi Mitchell qualified to play for Jamaica through his father. Demi Mitchell is currently at Hibernian, which play within the Scottish Premiership. Had a couple of trials, loan spells, I should say, at Hearts, went to Blackpool for a period of time as well. He's 26 now. He actually turned 26 quite recently, 2 days ago. It's amazing how time flies by so quickly because he made his debut as a 20-year-old at United, and look at him now. Somebody that was the reserve player of the year 2017, 2018. Somebody that started as the club as a striker and was converted to a left back. You know? Great growth, great progress. Good evening, my friend. Good evening. How are you doing, Timur Peterkin? How are you doing? Hope everyone is doing well. Spartan Katie says we're trying to get Demari Gray. Demari Gray is somebody that we would love to have part of the grower. Absolutely. But as you know, it's something that's going to take time and energy and effort to get over the line. And we're not there yet. So that's where things are at right now. So yeah. Do our head coach get to watch all eligible players play even once? Are you talking about players? It's difficult for Coach Hallgrimson to go and watch every single eligible player. If he had to go and watch every single eligible player in Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, it'd take him at least 6 months to see all of them. So he wouldn't watch every single one face to face. That's the reality of the situation. But in relates to the domestic based players, yes, he'll have an opportunity starting this weekend where he will watch games. He will watch matches in the Jamaica Premier League. And from there, we will get to see how everything unfolds. Local player is going to be part of this coach setup, says B. Douglas. Is that a question or a statement? But to answer your question, the opportunity, they will get an opportunity. They will get an opportunity. So the likes of Richard King will get his chance. And I'm sure when he has a domestic based camp, he will look at them, he'll get his thoughts. And at the end of the day, perhaps 3 to 4 of them will eventually make the cut and travel to Mexico for the Nations League, perhaps. You know? Yeah. Well, Live 11 Radio, everybody carries their own luggage, to be quite honest with you, but I get your point, but this is something that happens for everybody. Even the great Captain Horace Burrell carried his own luggage. Do you think Ivan Toney is interested in playing for Jamaica, or are you still waiting for England? England, in my opinion. It's a deal until the end of the 2026 tournament. So from this point forward, it's 3 years and 6 months. So his deal ends at the end of the 2026 World Cup. So yeah, that's where we are right now, where this is concerned. Wonder if Messi no have relative from Jamaica. No, Messi has Italian heritage. No, Messi does not have any Jamaican heritage, Spartan. Messi has no form of Jamaican heritage in him, so he doesn't, my friend. He doesn't. Not at all. So you can brush that aside. That's something that we can just not look about right now, because that's not something that you're going to see. Messi with Jamaican heritage. Oh boy, I tell you. We need to step up our presentation, says Live 11. His arrival to begin his stint should be started in style. I understand that. Yes, Mr. Galaxy, you are correct. There was an article where Dimitri Mitchell said that he wants to play for Jamaica, and that is something that he stands by to this very day. Absolutely. He is somebody that is, I can tell you wholeheartedly, on board and would want to play for Jamaica. Absolutely. So that's where we are right now. So that's where we are. Yeah, of course, there was an interview. There was an interview. Yeah, there was a face-to-face interview. Absolutely. Good night, Simon says Sean Chambers. Good night. Can I use a Scotia card for the super chat features? Big up Rain Wine. Yes, you can use that. And in addition to that, yes, it would have to be during a live. That is correct. Yes, it would have to be during a live. But yes, you can use that card for super chat. Yes, you can. Absolutely. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Well, you can say anything you want to say, big deal, Len. I know what I know, and I'll save it there, you know. Big up, Simon. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, most things under control. Can't complain. How are you? How's the family? How's the scouting going for Somalia in their passage towards the next tournament as a whole? You guys can let me know what sort of team that you guys are building and how strong they are looking as well towards the next cycle. Oh, let me know how that is looking. Keep me posted on that. And basically let me know how you guys feel about that. You know? So that's where we are. Hopefully. The Manu kit is Demi Mitchell. As I said, guys, I've said what I've had to say already. So you can take the sense from the nonsense, but you guys know exactly what you're getting from when you come here. It's going to, so far, our under 17 will be competing in AFCON in Algeria. Okay, that's progress. You're actually going to Algeria. Okay. Or you're in Algeria. Okay. Good night, sir. I think you should have an initial pool of 66 players. Also, the JFF needs to have a one Jamaica campaign, emphasis placed on Jamaican players, tired of local based players, English based. Jamaican players, I understand that. Yeah, and guess what? We know the situation with passports. So when the Mexico squad is called up and you say, then where is this person and where is that person? That conversation will always. Who is our new left back? Well, you have as I said, Simon Preston's choice of 10 left backs are, this is one of them on the screen in particular, but the other persons that I think should be part of the 10, Damani Oze, Demi Mitchell, Lee Buchanan, Amari Bell, Dexter Lembikisa, Lloyd Kelly, Nathan Ferguson, Rico Henry, Tyreek Mitchell, and Greg Lee. Those are the 10 that I have in particular. Is it we are rebuilding the squad? You're asking is related to left backs. This is just my thoughts of who are the left back options that I would have. That is what I'm referring to in particular. Dre Know the Sport says, checking in. Yes, Dre is checking in. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. So that's where we are. Not Omar Richards. Yeah, I didn't have Richards as part of my left back pool because my understanding is as well there's that hope that England will come into the frame, especially after his performances at Bayern, which, as we know, it wasn't a lot, but Gareth McCleary, when they were working together at Reading, had said basically Omar was hoping for England, so that's what I'll say with there. No friendly match. If you haven't already, check out the interview that was done with Rudolph Speed. He said that basically they would love to have a friendly, and also the president of the Jamaica Football Federation, Michael Ricketts, was making the point that they're hoping to have a friendly match prior to the Mexico game. This is something that is being worked upon, but nothing concrete has been set in stone at this point in time. So that's where we are right now in this situation. So right now, no friendly before the Mexico game. But an interesting point that Mr. Speed was making is that, of course, if we go and beat Mexico, if Jamaica goes and beat Mexico, then of course that brings about the semifinals and final or third place playoff of the Nations League, which is 2 matches prior to the Gold Cup. So that in itself is a preparation for the Gold Cup itself. That would be 2, I don't want to call it friendly matches, but that is 2 competitive games prior to the Gold Cup. So that in itself would serve as preparation prior to the Gold Cup. But prior to the Mexico game, yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. We're just going to have to wait and see to see if something can be able to pop up. But as it stands right now, there is no friendly that has been arranged right now. So just going to have to wait and see, We'll see how things progress. But for now, yeah, nothing right now. I believe by the time the World Cup qualifiers comes around, Jaime Hallgrimsson would have systematically weeded out the mediocre players and a lot of the fan favorites you'll be watching from the stands. If we're being completely frank, though, from the Argentina game and the Cameroon game, I don't expect many changes. The goalkeeper, the captain, will remain. Damien Lowe will keep his spot, in my opinion. Javain Brown will be in and out the squad. It'll be a toss-up for left back, I would say, with Amari Bell and Greg Lee. We'll have to see where that is going. Daniel Johnson and Ravel Morrison remain in the team for me. So does Leon Bailey and Mikel Antonio and Shamar Nicholson. So I don't think there'll be many adjustments in the grand scheme of things. All being well, John Russell and Joel Latibadir are in the grand scheme of things. But apart from that, I don't think you can argue with things, So that's how I feel. So that's how I feel in this situation. So yeah. Any news on the Caribbean Football League? Realistically speaking, I don't think we can expect this prior to either before the 2026 World Cup or after it. There's still some nuances that would need to be ironed out, sorted out. And specifically, we're talking about in relation to matters of the Caribbean teams that are in the league. How are you going to determine different places? Does Jamaica, Trinidad, Haiti get more places in the league than other teams? How do we ensure that this is something that is adequate? This is basically solid, firm, you know? So that is something that we have to really, really consider. Maybe Damari Gray, Max Aarons, John Russell, or even Hayden. John Russell, good folk to look out for. Yeah, good player. Yeah, good player to look out for. I would have to say so. Big time. Big time. John is, as you heard Joby McAnuff say, is a good player to look out for. Somebody that brings good work. That's why I said it's important to have him on board. So I can't wait to see what he'll bring. Should be a good year ahead. I'm looking forward to it. Exciting times. Yep. So folks, thank you very much for tuning in. Give me your thoughts. If you haven't already watched the previous videos relates to right backs and goalkeepers, let me know your thoughts. Do you want to see a video in relation to centre halves? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below as well. And if you haven't already, smash the like button. And if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button to Reggae Boyz Commentary. Okay, folks, make sure you do that. Take care. Plenty more to come. All right, cool.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boyz Commentary.
This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.